but I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate. It's really, really hard. And I don't even know if I'm crying.
They crossed the line of being disrespectful, but they talked a lot of trash and they got humbled. And I think that that's okay.
After discovering that her MVP title may be in danger of passing to Caitlin Clark, the current WNBA MVP, Aya Wilson, is in tears. Yes, you heard correctly. As Caitlin Clark's incredible rookie season continues to take center stage, A.A. Wilson, who ruled the league the previous season, finds herself in the heart of a huge storm.
Kelsey Plum had this to say. She said, as much as they're a team, they're not a team. They're really good individual players, but they don't care about each other.
Wilson is now struggling with the realization that Clark is not just a fan favorite, but also a genuine contender for the MVP award after months of dismissing him as just another white player, Orm.
2025 MVP odds for the WNBA are out. A'ja Wilson, the favorite, at plus 195. Caitlin Clark, second, at plus 220.
Wilson has criticized Clark's ascent for being motivated by race for a large portion of the season, even going so far as to label her fans racist.
One of the more interesting aspects of this fanhood is that some of the biggest supporters of Caitlin Clark are not whites. They're actually black males.
However, the reality cannot be denied. The WNBA has completely changed because to Clark's talent, going from setting records to packed arenas, Caitlin Clark is performing in the women's game like Steph Curry.
The only one that I've seen other than Steph Curry that can do that. She's incredible. He's like Steph Curry.
Caitlin Clark just had a playoff series like Magic Johnson.
And admirers, while Wilson is occupied with creating drama. It's evident that her true problem may be a worry that Caitlin Clark may unseat her. As the league's MVP, keep an eye on things since this rivalry has now reached a new height.
But I love my teammates so much that I will take any hit from them. Good, bad, ugly. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great.
I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people say it's not about black and white, but to me, it is. It's really because you can be the top notch at what you do as a black woman, but maybe there's something that people don't want to see. Wilson said to the Associated Press.
AA throughout the season, Wilson and her group made fun of other athletes such as Caitlin Clark, whom Wilson wrote off as only a white player taking advantage of racial prejudice.
They were still talking smack.
3 for 17 is you need to talk about it.
We don't see it so much after a team beats another team. We also don't hear it that much from a coach.
Wilson even accused Clark's supporters of racism.
A'ja Wilson thinks that Caitlin Clark is only popular because she's white.
Everything A'ja Wilson is saying, to me, it was a message to Caitlin Clark of like, you want to come into our league, this is how you need to be.
No one cares what skin color you are.
I told myself it's not racist for me to like Caitlin Clark's game and to say so publicly. The WNBA's black superstars should thank their lucky stars.
Wilson disparaged people during the WNBA season, but following a heartbreaking loss that left her in tears and terrified that Clark would win MVP, her attitude drastically changed.
Becky Hammon was asked about the trash talk, and here's what she had to say.
No, I mean, we talked our crap, they heard it, and they get to talk their crap. It's part of the game, it's not like personal.
In actuality, Caitlin Clark has established herself as the league's most valuable player. Her presence turned the Indiana Fever's floundering team into a playoff contender. And her influence raised viewership throughout the WNBA, ticket sales, and interaction with fans.
Biggest reason that she's popular is it's the Steph Curry syndrome. She looks a lot like the girl who's out shooting hoops next door, and she plays like we are all capable of playing.
Wilson eventually realized that her reign might be ending because of Clark's indisputable influence, which makes her worthy of winning MVP.
That's a scenario that we haven't seen happen, and I feel like that would be all over the headlines. And it also creates a target on your back when you say things like,
the rivalry goes much deeper than the New York Liberty's recent stunning upset. that eliminated the Las Vegas Aces from the playoffs. It began last season when the Aces defeated the Liberty in the WNBA Finals, and Kelsey Plum disparaged the Liberty and several individual players later. AC coach Becky Hammond made fun of Breanna Stewart for shooting at their championship parade. But this season, Stewart, accompanied by Caitlin Clark, got the ultimate revenge, leading the Liberty to victory in a fierce game full of emotion and personal stakes.
Breanna Stewart said it herself. She's like, our whole team has receipts of the things that the Aces said and did.
The controversy didn't end on the court, as the Liberty's Twitter taunted the Aces with a savage post that featured a pair of Timbs trampling on the AC's emblem in reference to last year's protest. Clark's presence brought an additional level of intensity as her ascension has ignited debate throughout the league.
But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I get the best out of my team. So when it comes to wins, losses, when I tell you I break this game down piece by piece, because I don't want to be great for you guys, no offense, but I want to be great for my team. I want to be great for this franchise.
Meanwhile, it has been alleged that Becky Hammond went on a Twitter banning rampage, escalating this intense animosity.
Becky Hammond went on Twitter and did a blocking spree. She blocked a ton of people on Twitter.
This Liberty versus Aces story is far from done. And with Caitlin Clark now involved and emotions greater than ever. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. A.A. Wilson has voiced her displeasure with Caitlin Clark's increase in popularity, claiming it is a racial issue.
Us as black women, Paige reminds me a lot of you. Like, it's not really about me. And she knows how her privilege has gotten her to that point. And also, like, she's good at basketball. Like, she understands her privilege and like, pushes her over the top in a sense. It reminds me a lot of you. And I mean, that's a compliment.
Wilson feels that white athletes like Clark are frequently given more attention than black athletes like herself and Angel Reese.
And I think in overall popularity, does her race play a factor? Nominal. Women's basketball has had a cornucopia of talented white and black women's basketball players. Elena Delle Donne is white, is she not? Sue Bird, white, is she not? Asia Wilson's black. Cynthia Cooper, black. Like, you can go back through, and it's actually a lot more. There's gay and there's straight. There's black and there's white. There's tall and there's short.
She has claimed that although black women perform exceptionally well on the court, they do not receive the same amount of commercial attention or opportunities, using Clark's Nike agreement as an example of this discrepancy.
Caitlin Clark is becoming the best player, not because she's white, because she's that good. She's having Larry Bird impact. She's been the driving force of the hottest team in the entire league, despite her record turnovers. Why? Because she's that good. She's legit good. She's colorblind good. She's guilt-free good. She's apolitically good.
Which, in her opinion, gives white players a fair advantage. Wilson adds that this problem is structural, implying that some players, especially white ones like Clark, appear to benefit from the NBA's marketing and public attention.
She should have been unanimous. Now, to celebrate her, one thing that people forget is as a rookie, she was the most blitzed player in the WNBA, and she still put up 19, 5, and 8 assists, breaking, like you said, the assist record. To be able to do that as a rookie in the face of that much defensive pressure should have been unanimous.
Should have been.
But it's crucial to make clear that Caitlin Clark's success stems from her exceptional talent and capacity for fan interaction rather than her race in her inaugural season. Clark set several records and changed the perception of the WNBA.
Most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history. Most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history. Most points by a rookie in WNBA history. Most assists by a rookie in the history of the WNBA. First WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles. First triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history. First triple-double in Fever history. The first player to be named WNBA Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. First player in WNBA history with 20 or more points, 15 or more assists, and 5 or more rebounds in a game. She won Rookie of the Month 4 times, Eastern Conference Player of the Week 3 times, single season rookie record for assists, single season rookie record for 3-pointers, single game record for assists 19, franchise record for most double-doubles, 3-pointers, career 10 or more assists in a game, franchise record for most career 10 or more assists in a game. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers. She did it in 34 games, most assists by a rookie in a WNBA All-Star game for which she received the most fan votes ever, 700,000 of those. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a season regardless of years in the league. People will say, pay more attention to the other folks. Like, she couldn't do it herself. You know, LeBron has teammates, Jordan had teammates. I understand.
Similar to how Steph Curry's deep shooting revolutionized the NBA, people are drawn to her because of her dynamic playmaking and leadership on the court, which has filled arenas and elevated the WNBA to new heights. Performance and skill, not skin color, are what people value most.
No one cares what skin color you are. You know what America loves? Let me break it down for you. We absolutely love one thing. You know what it is? Underdogs. We don't care about your color. We don't care if you're married, single, divorced. We don't care about anything. We love humble underdogs. We just do.
Instead of blaming race for the discrepancy, it's important to recognize that Clark's playing style and capacity to continually thrill fans are the true reasons she's attracted such attention. A.A. Wilson, a Nike athlete, hasn't had the same league-wide impact despite her talent.
Do you know what Caitlin Clark just got the contract from Nike?
Nike.
You know what the contract is?
I want to say it's $3 million a year for 8 to 10 years. It's almost $30 million, something like that.
And I'm so happy for her to get the $28 million.
Name another company that just loses money, and we're like, yeah, let's keep talking about this company for the last 25 years. Candace Wiggins, she played for Stanford. She claims that she was bullied by WNBA players. She says she was bullied because she's straight. And she says that 98% of the league is lesbians.
The idea that Clark's appeal is purely dependent on her race ignores the strength of her play and her capacity to uplift the league as a whole. Ajo Wilson's recent remarks regarding Caitlin Clark and the racial narrative may be motivated by more than simply concerns about representation or justice. They may also be a result of a deeper anxiety that Clark would win MVP.
WNBA players got upset. We don't have the privilege of just playing basketball. We have to care about these social issues. She's playing in a social issues league that wants to wear shirts that say vote, push some sort of political agenda.
Wilson, who is already a formidable player in the WNBA, might feel threatened by Clark's ascent to fame, which has swept the league with her incredible performances despite her own success. Clark's capacity to pack arenas, set records, and captivate spectators has diverted focus from other players, including Wilson.
Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
Wilson may be utilizing the discussion of race to deflect attention from the reality that Clark is a viable MVP contender. Wilson is refocusing attention on herself rather than Clark's accomplishments on the court.
We have to, as fans, as media, as players, lighten up a little bit. Not every criticism of a player is said because we just dislike that player.
It's a means of changing the focus from skill to something else. But it doesn't alter the reality that Clark is outperforming the competition and performing at an MVP level. Wilson's strategy may be interpreted as an effort to subvert Clark's metamorphic rise by producing needless drama.
A'ja Wilson has had the most difficult season of her career. She couldn't get the credit she deserved because Caitlin Clark showed up, and this is proof that her life is 10 times as hard as, to get the same credit.
WNBA has been a mess this year. It has been so unprofessional, and they need to step it up, and they need to step it up quick, and they also need to, I don't know if an apology is warranted to Caitlin Clark.
Fans are drawn to Clark because of her extraordinary talent rather than her race. And her performance speaks for itself.
There's a league with players that feel like they should be getting the attention. Now they have center stage, but the ratings are going to go down. Are they going to be pointing fingers and blaming Indiana Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans whenever the ratings don't stay the same?
Yeah, they will. Hey, look at the numbers everywhere else across women's basketball. It's not just Caitlin Clark, it's all of us. And then the moment the ratings tank, they're going to come back and say, see, we were right all along. It's all the racists that follow Caitlin Clark that were watching the product, and now they're gone, and we're back with our diehards. It is bad news for the WNBA that she's not continuing to play.
That, then, is the true tale of the drama in AA. Wilson might be attempting to change the subject and divert attention from Caitlin Clark. But the truth is unaffected, record-breaking plays. Clark's performances and his capacity to uplift the league as a whole speak for themselves. One thing is certain, Caitlin Clark has changed the game, and the WNBA is better because of it. Please share your thoughts in the comments section, and remember to like and subscribe for more updates on this intense WNBA season. The issue is not about race, rather, it is about talent. And Clark has demonstrated that she is the true MVP contender as this rivalry heats up.
I'm big on, within the women's game of basketball, I don't think that there's enough scrutiny about our play. Hear me out. Okay. As a woman, because the game has been attacked so much by people sitting in their basement that can't dunk a donut, let alone a basketball, they're the ones that have driven the narrative that nobody watches women's sports. So many people have become protective of the game of basketball that they cannot take criticism, that nobody's allowed to criticize the game. But guess what? I want to criticize on the first morning show. Is D-Wade is he gonna get to the basket? Is he gonna get to the free throw line? Or is he gonna settle for the catch and shoot, which is what the Spurs want y'all to do, right? But you can't do that in the women's game.